Well, hello and welcome back to Gmodism. We're here into From the Depth. And we're here with another Gimle battle. This time it is the Drakenslang Mk2 Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe Mk2 from Borderwise. So basically, Borderwise built the Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe in order to beat the Gimle as its singular goal, and it didn't. Then I got an updated version called 1.5. I called it 1.5. It didn't. It's just an updated version, and I don't know if you've seen that battle. That. No spoilers, but also spoilers. So that battle was a horrible long-range battle, took many hours to record, and it was just simply hell. My hopes are that the Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe Mk2 will do a little bit quicker job against the Gimle, because the Mark 1.5 did win in the end, the best of 3. It lost 1 battle and won 2, so it was winning. And I do hope that the Mark 2 will be engaging in a little bit more close combat. It adheres to the official rules, so the Drakenslang Mark 2 is also an official one. The Gimle has not been touched or updated since its inception. The only difference between this Gimle and the one that you can download from the workshop is that I went in here, pressed this and this button to turn off all lights and smoke. That's it. Anyways, let the battle begin. I do expect the Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe Mk2 to win this battle because, well, no spoilers I guess, because it was so many months that it was like several months Borderwise released that battle, but in his recording the Drakenslang Mk2 did win against the Gimle. So it is likely that the Drakenslang will win. But also, you never know, because we didn't expect the Drakenslang Mark 1.5 to win, since the almost same version did lose on Borderwise's battles. So there always is a bit of luck and fluctuation, and a lot depends on the initial blasts that the Gimle deals. Oh my god, it's the cute little 64-pounder! Bam! It did damage to the turret. Ain't that cute? So anyways, we are gonna see if the Gimle is able to hit some good shots here. The Drakenslang has some pretty good anti-cram systems, I believe. Ooh, now we're slowing down here. What happened? The Gimle got a hit. 1% disappeared. Damn, it got damaged big here. Interesting. I already have a list of improvements that the Gimle would be really happy to get. But whoa, we're not doing that. We're not touching the Gimle until all the battles are done. It's a good benchmark, you know, for people that want to build a ship and want to see if it's stronger than the Gimle. Oh my god. Oh no! No, they missed! That's so sad for me. I really hope my crams will be able to hit, because otherwise we have no chance. Of course, I do realize that the Drakenslang is more likely to win, but there is always a chance that the Gimle will win anyways. Because I've only seen Borderwise's battle, so I don't know how it will fare. You can see it goes back and forth, like doing a kind of sign movement in order to not get hit by the crams, and that's a really smart move. It's a really smart move. I must admire that. The game speed is like it's like half speed. Yeah. Alright. We're in degraded mode, so it's a little bit difficult to spot the shells. But I think these are some main shells. Oh! Yeah, that's one explosion inside, maybe. No, not really. That didn't do much damage at all. The Gimle is down to 94%, so... Oh no! We're shedding... The laser turret hath been shedded. That's bad. 94% versus Drakenslang Mk2's 97. And now we can see that the reason why the Drakenslang is able to beat the Gimle in a good way is that it's so fast it can kind of get behind the Gimle. And that's really beautiful. I'm really happy we're not having this insane long-range battle we had when we fought the 1.5, because that was just too boring. This is very, 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 very not boring. This is very exciting. Oh man. One thing that really puts an issue in my AIs is that Borderwise's Drakenslang, she's kind of not going very deep at all. And all my sniper cannons, all the Arcaballista Invictus are trying to shoot at blocks underwater. And there are no blocks underwater to shoot at, basically. Ooh, our anti-missile system got popped off. Damn, that was an expensive equipment to lose, man. Welp, now the cramps are gonna melt through much easier. That was a bad hit too. What happened here? I think we need to check in here. Oh no. Well, is the... Oh no, look at that. The AI is almost compromised. If that fragment was a little bit stronger, we could have had some issues. Oh, that's so close to my auxiliary system. The funny thing is, if you take out this, the auxiliary like AI systems, the Gimle might end up going much lower into the water, and that might end up being good for the Gimle, because even though some people think the Gimle is like the world's worst meta ship, it kinda isn't, because I spent so much time and materials on making the Gimle look cool, rather than being very efficient. Oh no, we're just missing all those grams, that's real bad. But in any case, the Gimle uses like 100,000 engine power just to stay at the aesthetically pleasing level. So yeah, I put it to go at an aesthetically pleasing level, and I spend a lot of engine power to do it. So like, Gimle could lose half its engines and still be able to power that laser if it just would stay at its natural floating point rather than the aesthetically pleasing floating level. So yeah, the Gimle is not that min-max ship that some people think it is. Now I wonder if the Drakenslang is trying to change its direction here. The Drakenslang is in the lead by kind of a lot now. Wow. I do know from experience that it's possible to AI kill... Oh no, that cram bounced. That's so unlucky for us. Yeah, well, I know that the you can AI kill the Drakenslang if you just hit the right spot. But the same is true for the Gimle too, so I mean, it's not special or anything, but it just happened before, so I kind of want it to happen again. Whoa. About AI? What the heck happened to the front AIs here? I think we need to take a moment and pause here. What's happening here? Because I do know the AI is around... No, we're so not penetrating the AI, right? These are a bunch of ACBs. My guy, border-wise, why do you have ACBs on alloy? Why are you not EMP insulating the ACBs when you could have just put them like with a laser? Because they are EMP susceptible, right? I think I'm pretty sure they are. All right. Interesting. So this is like nothing in between here. It's just heavy armor, don't shoot through layers. I thought the AI is here, right? Well, it seems to be pretty intact. I don't know. Not 100% sure. Well, our crams are just missing and missing. It's a little bit sad. But I do not hope this battle to be long and drawn out like the last one. Like, I rather see the Drakenslang Mk2 winning clearly, efficiently, and really well. That would be really good, because then I know that the Drakenslang is definitely countering the Gimle really hard, and that would mean I could take some different approaches to be able to well, basically make a design that can beat that. Like, I want ships to be able to beat the Gimle, right? Because if ships beat the Gimle really hard, I know how to improve it, and I can learn from the game, which would be really cool. So that's my approach. It really looks like the AIs for these APS guns in the front are just offline. I didn't expect that. I wonder what happened. And Borderwise has submitted this before the like update, so he's a little bit more relying on APS than I do. So his APS systems deal like, I don't know, was it like 4% more damage now? 4 or 5% more? Something like that. Oh! Bam! That dealt less damage than I would have hoped for. What happened here? Oh no, I accidentally screenshotted this thing. Well, ain't much. The Gimle is at 85%, just the Drakenslang is at 92%. No, we're shedding our side diff gun. Well, oh, this thing is looking like it's not having a particularly good day. At all. Well, whatever. All right. I just like it stabilized a little bit. Now we're back to a cram slugfest. Ooh, it seems the laser of the lambs of the Drakenslang is a little bit weak now. We're just missing most of those cram shells, but when we're hitting, they can hit hard. So let's hope for some good hits. And like, I'm a little bit surprised, but it's actually not impossible that the Gimle wins this battle. It's best of 3 to just make sure which is the best one here, but we still might need to investigate what happened with the AI. Now I'm not sure what the Drakenslang War Canoe Mk2 is trying to do. I think we're switching sides. That might be very... No, we're not. Never mind. It's just trying to fool the Gimle's crams, which is probably a very smart move. Because those crams have been known to knock out the Drakenslang in one shot if it hits the middle where the AI is. Like, I'm not 100% sure, but technically, if you're having a if we pretend that the ship is a sphere of blocks, and we are having our AI in the middle of it, wouldn't that theoretically be the most likely place an enemy would hit at if we're having a big weapon? Like, I'm not a math expert in any way. I haven't studied math since 10 years or something more. But I'm kind of imagining that you don't want to have the AI exactly in the middle of the ship. That you probably want it to have in the back, most likely, or possibly the front. If you have it in the back, you're more likely to get hit by torpedoes and slow missiles. And if you're having it in the front, I think you may be a little bit more likely to run into shots, like crams and APS or something. But in the middle should theoretically be the worst place to have it, to not get hit by luck. Oh. We didn't check it out before, because we did check it out for the Mark 1, because it's the same for the Mark 2. But we just need to admire Borderwise's really beautiful artworks inside the ship here, which basically consists of all the interiors, but there are some dragons there. Alright. We have admired the art, which is good in case. I still think, no. Maybe I don't think the Drakenslang will win anymore, actually, because the front cannons have not been getting online very much at all. Alright. It's like, okay, now it's shooting back at least. I was wondering what happened there. We got a couple of good hits there with our crams. And we're desperately trying to take out those crams. Ouch! But it's very impossible. Borderwise's crams are set up to not be taken out by the Gimle. They're like customly built to not get killed by the Gimle. And they're doing that job pretty well. Like, every time Drakenslang Mk2 fires at the Gimle, the crams will tend to get through. Wow, that was a good hit. Pause. What the hell is this? Laser ports. Steam parts. Okay, okay. I was almost hoping for an AI kill. There we have some EMP. I think that this is where the AI is. I'm wondering if, like, we accidentally got through. I really don't think it seems we did, so I don't know what's up with the targeting here. May it be so that the weapon controllers on Borderwise's turrets were not EMP insulated? Oh, look at that! They're having this ejector on top of it, so it's actually not EMP insulated. This should be able to be taken out by a strong EMP surge, but as you can obviously see, it hasn't been that. So I can't actually say why these are not working. I thought it would be weird if both of them were knocked out by EMP. You can see this one is also left. Well, then we just... Maybe the computer that are controlling the APS turrets are not in the middle where the main computer is? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Oh. We're starting to kind of hit a little bit. That makes me a little bit happy at least. But the battle has really slowed down. To the detriment of the Drakenslang, it seems, because it is now not dealing damage the way it should be dealing damage. It just maneuvers weirdly, and the front APSs are just not doing a thing. Well, we're just slowly trying to grill away the sides here. But it's a strong ship. The Drakenslang Mk2 is a strong ship, and from what you've seen earlier on Borderwise's channel, you know it can beat the Gimle. And it's pretty expected that the battles will be long like this. Alright. Ooh, that's right for the turret. Oh, it missed. It missed. Ladies and gentlemen, the clamshell missed, which makes me very happy. I do, however, hope that my clamshells will not miss. Ooh. You know what? I realized that this battle doesn't have to be this low. I forgot to do that. I'm sorry. This is not the first time, but I forgot to do that. What can I say? Yeah. We shouldn't have been forgetting that. I kind of like what the lasers are doing right now. Yes, yes, yes. And what is the Drakenslang doing? Why is it not... Like, if the Drakenslang is just... Okay, now it's actually getting in there with some cram shots. Okay. We couldn't ride on them. We're actually able to take that one out. Okay. Ooh, that mortar is not nice to us. That was scary stuff. But the Gimle can actually now stay on the same maneuvering level as the Drakenslang. So not good news for the Drakenslang, as bad news as that was about to be, I do suppose. The Drakenslang is actually not in the lead anymore. That very much surprises me. Well, that also makes me happy, because then it means that even though the Drakenslang wins the next 2 battles, I do at least know that the Gimle is able to win over the Drakenslang Mk2, sometimes at least, which is nice. But of course, this is best of 3, and the outcome will be decisive. If the Gimle wins the next battle, or the one after it, it will be deemed stronger, and if the Drakenslang wins the next battle and the one after it, it will of course be deemed stronger. But however, the Gimle is only 0.6% in the lead right now, so I shouldn't be speaking too much. It's just the front turret situation that I'm kind of basing my pre-assumed results on. Bam, what the hell happened there? Oh my god, that was a big explosion. Crank parts are flying everywhere. Ooh, we're having big hits. Very nice. The clamshells keep pounding in. It's darn fast still though. That we just have to give it. It moves pretty quickly despite taking this much damage, man. It's pretty impressive. The one thing I think is kind of surprising, it's the extreme size of the Drakenslang. In my head, the Gimle is a lot larger than the Drakenslang. It isn't. It's like half as long as the Drakenslang. The Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe, it's a canoe in its truest regard. It looks exactly like a canoe. It's just 500 meters. Like, I don't know, the Gimle looks bigger, but the War Canoe, she's humongous. It's like insane. Look, there she is. Gimle is here. And she's in a really terrible shape. There's like so many fragmentation caused holes in the bottom. I'm kind of surprised the propellers in the back are intact. Alright. This is so insane. Okay, let's just check it out here. Man, there are like so many holes here. Poor thing. This area has been damaged even more. Well, at least our AI isn't taken out, but it might as well have been. Almost. Alright. We're having slow motion here. I wonder if some ship is taking big damage now. Oh no, this is so unfortunate when the laser is cut off like that. Well, that's just one of the systems. We're opting for redundancy. Alright, Gimle is at 83. I don't know, it kind of feels like the Gimle has been at 83 health forever. Well, the Detonator Super Davidos class are really taking its toll here. The Drakenslang is now 10% behind. And, ooh, wasn't that kind of the AI area? Kind of was, yeah. Look at that. Oh, it was like an inch from being AI killed. That's insane. Alright, I do think the Drakenslang Mk2's days are counted for this battle. It's best of 3. So we shall see indeed if the Gimle is able to win again, or if it will lose the next battle. And if it does, which would be hilarious, it will be really exciting, because then it will be up to the third battle to decide which is the stronger one. But yeah. Well, we shall see indeed. Who knows, maybe the Drakenslang will be able to fire an extremely lucky shot against the Gimle. You know, it's possible, it's technically possible, it's just very unlikely. Ooh, Drakenslang Mk2 is at 69 health. What do we call it? The funny number. So, there we go. I'll update you if the situation changes. This is pretty interesting though. This cannon just died. I wonder, we'll just have to check. We'll just have to check. Is the computer that controls this thing killed? It is taken out. Oh, and the blocks here are... We can't say for sure, but I would guess that its survivability would have been increased if it was EMP insulated from the top as well. Well, in any case, the situation seems to not be changing at all. Yeah, we're of course gonna check so that the Drakenslang doesn't fire back and is able to switch the situation by a lucky chance, which is of course allowed to... Oh, I think that was the end of that. No, it has a barrel left. In any case, I would just want to take the time to say a huge thanks to the commissioned officers in the Army of Gmodism who are supporting the channel every month. Admiral Super Dave, Admiral Scooby Rocks, Captain Y, Lieutenants Asteria, C2, Crave E, Powered by Greed, Talaras, and Vincent Veritas. Your monthly help really helps me keep the content coming. In any case, I'm just gonna stay with this thing and make sure it doesn't change the results during its last 4% of life. I'll see you in the next battle otherwise. Round 2, let's go! The Drakenslang pops in here pre-smoked and everything. And the not Draconian, no, I mean the Dragon's lair here. The Gimle is the Golden Hole is sitting here and chilling along and trying to survive. Ew, we're having some EMP from the Drakenslang as well. That's probably the shield disruptors, I believe. Ooh, we're having really scary crams popping in here. The first one is taking out the second one. Ooh, that will deal some damage. Right, so those crams are really scary. Oh lords, do you see this? My auxiliary cannons here in the back that's sole purpose was to trick the sieve systems of the enemy. They've been popped off by one shot. Well, that's really that's a good luck shot from the Drakenslang. That means that the Drakenslang will be able to deal its sieve systems against the real crams. Cool. In any case, I think the Gimle is probably having a worse start this time. We're gonna see what happens with these cram shells. It kind of depends a lot where or if they will hit or not. Oh, the lasers are really scary here. And they just missed. Our lasers are busy with being a sieves system. Well, that kind of missed. We're having more crams popping in here. Is that the real barrage? It is. Ooh, we're just having so many flags. Deflax is a real good investment to deal with the incoming cram shells. This thing is just so fast. What? Oh, I'm looking at the Gimle. How is that possible? This is Drakenslang. 91 is top speed. That's really amazing. Very impressive for a ship that costs this much. The Drakenslang is in the lead by a good margin. Look at those crams. Oh man. Ooh, can we take him out? We kinda can. Oh no! Oh no! We lost the main cram cannon. Yeah, since the Drakenslang is kind of sneaking up behind the Gimle. Oh no, that's really bad. Yeah, since it's kind of behind us like that, we're not gonna be able to, I can already tell we're not gonna win this battle because the Drakenslang is kind of behind us, and the rear turrets are the ones that are kind of the only ones that are getting able shots to hit there. It would be a miracle if the Gimle was winning with these circumstances in mind. When the rear turret has been disabled, it's gonna be so hard. Yeah, just one rear turret? Nah, this ain't likely at all. We'll just need to be real lucky. Oh! That was a pretty good hit though. Just armor. And I don't know why, but I think our laser is just not providing any action here, because I do think they are busy with working as a lance system. Here we can see the disruptor coin, this the armor piercing, high explosive, armor piercing frag popping in right there. Yeah. Not fun times, as expected. Degraded mood. What is our game speed now? It's kind of half speed, a little bit more than that. The Drakens... Oh my lord, look at that. The Drakenslang lost the turret too. Okay, that must be the Arquebalista Invictus had a very lucky penetrative shot. Very interesting. Are you like kidding me? Is it possible that Gimle wins against the Mark II in this battle? I would never have guessed that was a possibility after seeing the Gimle lose super hard on Borderwise's channel. This is gonna be interesting. A clash of titans. The Gimle is still having a pretty bad angle here. At least the Vigoletta can participate in this battle. The lambs are just so busy lambing. Not good, not good. We'll need this damage laser to actually start working here. Come on, start outputting shit, because... man. These shield disruptor and heat mix cannons are just not participating in the battle at this angle. Okay, let's look at the Vigoletta Marksman 67mm. Did you know I decided it's a 67mm just because I have a water bottle that's I designed on Teespring, and it looked like an ammo shell. And if it would be a ammo, it will be 67mm. Isn't that pretty funny? That's the reason why. That's the reason why a lot of Army of Gmodism small caliber cannons are exactly 67mm. That's a trivia for you. Check out the bottle at Teespring. I think it's pretty cool. I need to show it to you in videos and stuff. I'm just bad at promoting my own merch. That's very apparent. In any case, let's see if we see some cram shells popping in there. Oh no, that was a miss. Well, I never been much of a sports person, but when doing this Gimle battle recordings, I'm kind of starting to understand what all the fuss is about, for sure, because I bet this is the same feeling. Alright. We're gonna see... that's gonna miss. The Gimle is at 83% and the Drakenslang is at 88%. Alright, let's see how the Gimle is looking. I bet it's not looking too great. God damn it, it's kind of going pretty low, man. This Arquebalista is not very much Invictus anymore, I believe. Wonder if it even can shoot. These ones are fine though, it's just the angle that kind of messes it up for us. Ah, we're just turning too slowly. Alright. The Gimle is not having a good time. Look at it. It just gets fried by laser like this, and it just is not in an angle where most of the guns is able to deal any damage at all. So yeah, we're kind of... oh no! Oh no! Are you kidding me? No way! Come on, man! No! Okay, our pack cannon... no, our pack cannon has been damaged. So the pack cannon deals damage backwards and it shot off its own superstructure. Oh my god, I expect Captain Y will be a little bit missing in action. Yeah, he's actually very missing in action. He should be sitting there and playing, sleeping. So yeah, okay, so we probably don't have a captain right now. I'm sure we'll find him after this battle, but damn. That's the worst stroke of luck so far. Our own pack cannon gets damaged and shoots off its own superstructure using impact. Are you absolutely kidding me? Oh my god. Can this battle be a little bit faster? I wanna see how it goes really fast, not in half speed. This is... and now we're having a long range hell again. I'm strongly considering to pause this battle and go away and do something else. The cram cannons, they're going to try and do high arc. I set them up to be able to do that. That's so funny. We changed their minds. Oh well. Oh well. The Gimle is at 76% and the Drakenslang is at 87%. 10% lead for the Drakenslang. At this point, it looks like it's gonna be all up to the last and third battle to decide which is the best of three. So, the only thing we know so far is that both of these ships are extremely strong. Yes, yes. We're having pretty bad times here over at Team Gimle. I bet the auxiliary AI compartment has been damaged. Yes, it has. So now it's having a new altitude to be staying at. Oh lord, it's pitching the wrong side against the enemy. It's going backwards. No, it's kind of not having any engine power. What's up with this? The turrets should be able to turn to the other side now. Why are... Oh no! It's stuck, isn't it? That's like the worst luck. The turrets are stuck the other direction. Well, at least this battle hasn't been boring so far, and that makes me very happy. But man, we're having so little engine power left here. Oh, and we're being grilled from the very weak side. That ain't great. And now it's going to the other side. Interesting. Can't believe my turrets are stuck. Like, come on, mate. You are not worth the materials. You're just in the way. Alright. The good thing for the Gimle is at this new angle, it has insane amounts of engine power free. When it's not trying to stay at an aesthetically pleasing level. Alright. Now our crams kick in. And they miss. Well, that's too bad. That is too bad indeed. Alright, let's see here if we're getting some firepower coming in here against the Drakenslang or not. Is the Gimle able to win this? Or is it not? Kinda slow. Oh. We got the big hit there. I'm thinking that the Drakenslang is able to kind of circle the Gimle here. It's still a very tense battle here. Can't believe my cram cannons got stuck. That's so sad. Okay. This one can aim at least. Alright. Interesting to see what happens there. This poor Civ's cannon seems to have its weapon controller killed. It's a 3x3 turret, so it's so hard to EMP protect the weapon controllers for those. Gimle has reached a funny number. There we got a cram shot popping in there. Cram shot, okay. The Gimle is starting to look a little bit funny, however. Oh no. We're trying high arc, are we? This is looking like bad times. Bad times continue. The Drakenslang has successfully been able to sneak up behind the Gimle, which is its ultimate move. That will indeed make it most likely for it to not be bothered by the Gimle much anymore. Especially when some of our turrets apparently decided to get stuck. I didn't notice they can do that before, but that's probably because we didn't have a ship that kind of aims at getting behind us either. Our crams can still bite, however. Look at that. And even though our pack cannon does damage to ourselves, it also deals damage towards the enemy, which is nice. A nice bonus. About the dangerous cram shells, here some comes into the Gimle too. Talk about not aesthetically pleasing levels. It looks so sad. 64 versus 83. It has apparently only been 12 minutes in the in-game time for this second round. I don't quite believe that. Well, in any case, we have a slow slugfest where we're just throwing some slugs at each other very slowly. So, and the Gimle is shooting back and hitting from time to time, so we can't conclude the battle really yet. I think we know that the Drakenslang Mk2 will win the second round, but I guess I'll update you if anything changes. Nothing has been changing so far. Gimle is down to 58 and the Drakenslang is at 82. So yeah. We're not able to deal much damage towards it during in this angle, so it will be up to what? Oh, we met the 15-minute mark of in-game time. So yeah, that also definitely means that the Drakenslang wins the second battle, which makes things very, very, very interesting, because it means that the final winner of this best of 3 will be decided on the third and last battle. Third battle, let's go. We're seeing here the Gimle has opened fire, so has the what the hell is this? Oh, it's a tiny AP frag. That's from the diff gun. So we're gonna lock on to the Gimle's shells here. I wanna see what happens here. Okay, slow speed. Oh, will it hit? No, it will not. Yeah, it tries to shoot at stuff underwater, so that's well, it could have been extremely lucky and hit a mill, but I mean, what's the chances of that? So yeah, let's back to full speed. Right, so we're gonna see here what happens with the first cram shells. They got taken out actually by the difflax. It's a very impressive damage in those anti-cram yielding systems, I must say. More crams popping in there. I think it got deleted actually. The Gimle has taken some serious damage in the start here. We're having more cram shells. We're entering degraded mood. They actually penetrate I don't know if it dealt any important damage, but it dealt some damage. Oh my lord, look at that! The Gimle was able to take out the cram cannon. That's so fast in the battle. Are you kidding me? The Gimle is at 98% and the Drakenslang is at 89%. Oh my god, we took out one of the 4 big turrets. That's so lucky, man. I mean, everything in this game is lucky, but taking a turret out this easily, like 3 times I think, like the Drakenslang or the Gimle has taken out each other's turrets with a stroke of luck. But that was the perfect aim. Well, I thought it was a good idea to invest in some of those rangefinders. I didn't actually know that before like half a year ago, but rangefinders are actually really important to have if you want to have your cram cannons hitting. If you don't have it, you're gonna have a much worse bearing estimation and will make you miss more often. Man, this just turned very interesting. The APSs are pounding on here, but I'm actually not very worried about them. Man. When the Drakenslang is doing its sine move approach, it's just not getting hit by those crams at all. This is gonna be really interesting. Like the previous battle, Gimle lost one of its cram turrets really early. And at that time I just said it's gonna be so unlikely for the Gimle to actually win this. So we're gonna see if the Drakenslang can suffer losing one of its turrets early or not. The Gimle couldn't. It looked for a while like it was able to win the previous battle, but ultimately it just wasn't. It just lost. Right. We're having like a really bad angle. Oh no, they're just not yeah, the Gimle is not able to use many of its guns here. The Drakenslang has been moving into a very strategically advantageous position in any case. The nice thing with the pack is that they will deal consistent damage. There is a very low risk that they miss, and it doesn't matter much the speed or anything of the enemy, so that's cool. Alright. It's gonna be very interesting. Cram shells popping in here. Oh, that's a pretty good hit. That had to shed some blocks in there. Looks like one of the barrels turned tiny. Now, the range we're doing this battle on is weird, however. What happened there? Like, packs are, however, generally not worth it, by the way, but I think it's nice to have this consistent EMP Pierce pack damage dealer. Especially if we use the Gimle campaign or stuff in the future, that would be real lovely. Man, this angle is not the best for the Gimle. Look at all these poor golden hall goers. Captain Y has returned to his position, however. It's so hard to see. There he is. Alright. Our Civs cannon, I think our Civs cannon is trying to shoot at the Drakenslang right now, and that's very good because it's one of the few consistent damage dealing systems here. Due to the angle, our Vigoletta marksman isn't helping, which is very sad. Gimle is at 91 and Drakenslang is at 84, so it's not that many percentages in between. Which is worrying, and at this range the crams are very unlikely to hit, as you could see just there. And now we're also getting behind the Gimle, which will make the Gimle very sad. I think we're gonna ride on some of these shots here. And they're targeting the Arquebalista Invictus. Oh, I see. Well, on the upside, it's very difficult to deal fatal damage from the angle of behind the Gimle. So that's one good thing. But man, the Drakenslang Mark 1.5 or 2, they're both, like, they're strong. They're really strong ships, the Drakenslangs. So I guess I would have expected this battle to be as long as this thing is, but I kind of didn't. I kind of thought that the Drakenslang Mark 2 would have been able to win this battle pretty quickly, due to it performing pretty well on Borderwise's channel. So yeah, but I guess I should have expected this battle to be pretty drawn out too. But yeah, what can we do? It's gonna be very interesting to see the results for sure. That's the Mark 1.5 I had. I was complaining a lot during the entire battle due to it was a little bit boring due to the range, but this battle manages to not be boring. It's only 10%. No, it's only like 6% in between these ships here. Oh, look at that. This turret is actually disabled. Man. Okay. We actually lost a main turret now. Oh, and this one doesn't look too good too. I'm not sure if this will shoot. Man, that's interesting. How will this turn out? I have no idea. The difference in health is not that much, but the Drakenslang has a much more beneficial angle right now. Ooh. Bam. No. That. Oh, that almost took out our laser. That almost took out our laser core. Damn. Maybe it did. I don't see the laser firing. Oh no. That's bad news for the Gimle. The mortars are popping down there too. Oh no. Alright, it looks like the Drakenslang may have flipped the tables here. This is gonna be highly interesting. We'll just need to get some good hits with those cram shots to be able to switch this situation. The pack will not help very much here. I think it deals too little damage. We really need some good cram shots for it. Cram shot hits. I combine those words for it to be able to have a chance here. Fortunately, the Drakenslang will turn and come. Oh, the laser is active. The laser wasn't dead. Well, that's makes me happy. That makes me happy. It's just that the lamps are kind of using too much. All right. The Arquebalista Invictus is aiming in. I just want to see where it goes. Again, it tries to shoot at blocks underwater. Not good times. Alright, that was a hit. Oh, that was a nasty one. This turret is now a little bit sad. Bam. But so is the Gimle. This is a true clash of titans. Alright. Cram shells popping in here. Come on, get a good hit now. That's a nice one. Oh, yes. Give me some more of those. Very nice. The Vigoletta Marksman 67mm is pounding on. Snapping in those water balls there. Can't imagine that 67mm in from the depth sounds so tiny. While in the real world, 67mm is like a decent water ball. It's insane. When you're playing from the depth, you're like, why can't APS be 1000mm? And you're just thinking, how much is 1000mm again? Oh, it's kind of a meter. It's just insane gauge. Does that even exist in the real world? Yeah, of course it does, but I mean, probably not in the modern age. That's probably some World War I stuff in that case. I don't know. Battleship Yamato, coastal bombardment cannons, maybe something, some sort of that millimeter, but yeah. Ooh, that's a good hit. Keep them coming, Gimle. Be a good girl. Okay. How are we looking here? The APS are still firing in here. The Gimle looks like it's pretty bad. I think the auxiliary altitude regulation equipment has been shot out. Quick, let me check that. Yes, I believe this is pitch, this is roll, and this is altitude. So that is indeed the case. That means we're gonna be much slower also. So even though that 100,000 engine power per minute is mostly for aesthetical reasons, it's doing something. Man, we're making some good hits here now. God damn it, this is a little bit too exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, Army of Gmodism's Battleship Gimle pitched against Borderwise's Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe Mk2. How will it end? How will it end? No, that's a miss. The Drakenslang is crippled, but she still outputs a lot of firepower. So, and the Gimle is starting to go pretty low here, so it is very uncertain which ship will be superior in this little challenge. And the Drakenslang is going to go and pop up at Gimle's weak side, which is really bad news for the Gimle. I think the lasers are not able to get the power out there too. And that changes stuff too. Honestly, the DPS system right now is our 10,000 materials Civs cannon. That's probably our consistent damage per second dealing system. Like, look at it. It's like actually damaging a little bit, scratching the surface here. Slowly but continuously with its, I think it uses sabot shells. So that's good for it. That's a pretty good hit though. If the Gimle can just survive for 5 minutes, I think it could win by material too. But now we should really see what happens when Drakenslang pops in at the other side of the Gimle. At this particular instance, it's probably really good for the Gimle that it's sitting this low in the water, because if it wasn't, it would have been taking much more damage to the weak side. Water is armor too, you know. Alright. Bam! We had the big damage there. You see a big explosion there at the Drakenslang. Alright. The Drakenslang is really quick and the Gimle is like so slow by now. Oh! Drakenslang is down to 66%. Oh my god, we shot off another turret. Look at that. Well, the weapon computer was still intact. I think EMP searches can go through the ammo ejectors, but I can't imagine they would be blocking it. But I may be wrong. Who knows? It's at least not very likely. But of course, the Gimle isn't relying on EMP anyway, so. Well, it's still a little bit exciting here because we don't... Oh. Bam! I do think the Gimle is gonna win this one. But yeah, it just looks... The Gimle looks more damaged than it is right now. Because its altitude computer has been shot out, so it's... kind of chilling here at predestined AI decided level, which I don't remember what it is, probably 0. Well. Now I think we're closing into an angle where the Super Davidos... Oh, they are really sad. The Super Davidos crams are really sad here. They barely have a barrel anymore. I wonder if they shoot or if their fail-safes stop them from doing that. At least our cockpit is intact. Oh, it shot. No, it was probably... The auxiliary ones are dead, no. Well, as it looks now, we're getting really unexpected results here. So, since Borderwise's Drakenslang Mark 1.5 was able to win over the Gimle, I was pretty certain that the Drakenslang Mark 2 would also win over the Gimle. Turns out, I was wrong. The Drakenslang was able to win one battle, so it's a really strong contester, but it really looks like it's going to lose this battle and thus be thrown out of this little tournament. And I do think that... However, oh, bam! That's some damage. Borderwise's Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe Mark 1.5 is, however, in the winner's bracket, and it will stay there. For some reason, Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe Mark 2 is weaker in battle than Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe 1.5. And I don't know if this is luck or not, but I would suggest to Borderwise, who I think may be watching this battle, that you should probably pitch the Drakenslang 1.5 against the Drakenslang like Mark 2 and see which of them is actually the strongest. Because you may have a stronger ship at the 1.5. And I don't know, it may just be luck, but from this particular tournament, that is the results we're getting at. Man, only one turret left, which is offline. I think we can safely say, oh, we have mortar cannons though. Yeah. That was really interesting. Really fun to see. Very, very tense battle for an hour straight. That's just insane. How time flies in from the depth. Absolutely insane. The Gimle has had better days. Sitting here, text TV, moose hunting VR tour. Indeed. So, up here in command center, everything is fine. Captain Y is chilling by here very nicely too. And the feast is going off pretty undisturbed. It's just that the party has been divided up with a schism in the middle. But, you know, that's just normal party going. Everyone don't get along, so they just create a big abyss in between of the tables. Yeah, just business as normal. Our auxiliary engines are so sad, man. Our AI is a little bit scratched, but not like last time, where it was like actually very close to being kind of hit. I love how our Civs cannon is helping dealing most damage here. Well, in any case, the Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe is a beautiful ship, and I just love the thinking and the what is it, like the technique behind it. Using this propellers to be really fast hydrofoil. I never seen that before, and it works really well. We have seen the Mark II win at Borderwise's channel, and the Mark 1.5 won in a previous Gimle battle on this channel. If you haven't checked that out, you should probably do that, so you can see how the Drakenslang 1.5 was able to outmaneuver the Gimle and take home the victory. That's a spoiler, but well. In any case, Mark II will unfortunately be put in the loser's bracket, but that is life. Hope you enjoyed this little battle, and do definitely check out Borderwise's battle between the Gimle and the Drakenslang War Canoe Mark II. I already spoiled the results for you, but it was so long ago I couldn't pretend I didn't know the answer. But yeah, check that out too, so you can see how the Drakenslang is able to win when it is able to win. But not in this little battle here. Maybe we'll have a Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe Mark III, which wins every time. I don't know. Otherwise, wink wink, will you make it or not? In any case, huge thanks for watching. This is your host, Gmodism, and we are signing out from this little Gimle tournament battles. See you next time. This is your host, and we're signing out. Bye bye.